Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. And we're going live because we have a very nice discussion here with our dear friend Aisha. And we want to share all those beautiful thoughts with you guys. Today, the preview of Monday. And let's see, we're going to do some new approach for Monday. I feel more a bit in the energy practice on heart resonance. And then a bit of announcement and everything. You have anything else, baby?
Yes, welcoming you guys online, coming to watch. If it's now on replay, know that the session is always available. The link is above the video. And welcoming every single soul and friend and family, brothers and sisters in the room today. We are welcoming a couple of friends that we haven't seen in a couple of weeks. Some who are leaving Dubai this week, some who are there every single week. So it's a great pleasure to have this moment to reunite together and to merge in this very strong energy, and especially in this very new energy that we have received last week. Not new to our knowledge, not new to us, but new in the way it has been channeled. So welcome. And what else? How is everyone doing? Wonderful? Yeah?
Yes. I want to quickly announce before we continue with Aisha discussion. It was very lovely. Tomorrow I want to start doing a bit of online videos, some talks and some sharings. I want to do them regular, and I want to bring many of our tools, which is heart resonance, manifestations, third eye, higher gate, connecting with the guidance, energy practice. I want to start sharing them more online. And something else was coming to me also recently. I mentioned it with the family and community. I want to do 1 full hours every week online. Most probably I will do it in the Facebook group, so it's more closed, or on the Crowdcast, where I will have a full talk you guys with me as a free consultation session, let's say, ascension talk, and practice, but full hours public, whoever want to join. Question and answers, yes.
Like there'll be a topic and question and answer. Nice. Like a talk with Yogi George.
I'm going
1 hour talk with Yogi George.
I'm going to call it 1 hour talk. I would say more in an empowerment, question answer, empowerment and practice, because we complete the talk with a practice, which is either meditation or energy practice on maybe in the heart, maybe on the third eye, whatever is the topic is about. Recently, as the energy is expanding and the higher realm working with us even more deeper, and I feel today it was like while we are talking and you were talking and Archangel Chamuel was like, we're going to do hands-on energy adjustment. I was like, again today? I was like, yes. And so let's see to the middle of the session. I might come to you guys and do a hands-on energy adjustment with Archangel Chamuel.
But remember that we never know what will really happen during a session.
Yeah. But to be honest, I thought today, I was telling her, today I'm not going to do any energy adjustment. We're going to do heart resonance and I want to relax. And the moment I'm setting you guys excited, obviously, and ready, it's like hands-on energy adjustment today. It's like, okay. Anyway, so what's happened is with this new expansion, as Mathilde was mentioning, while I'm doing one-to-one sessions with other people, and I'm also going to open up next week, for sure this time, because I was running away from it. Next week, one-to-one, also healing session in the house, in person, and it will be contribution based. First, I'm going to open it for the community because I want you guys to have all the benefits first. So all these coming up, and while I'm doing one-to-one session previously, I was doing some channeling also, and the session was amazing, very intense. We're having laugh, we're talking about realization, we're receiving messages, and the room was buzzing. It was so nice. I so enjoyed it. And then one more again, and he said, Archangel Chamuel was telling me, you need to do this more regular. I was like, but how can I find time and so on? So hence this came to me that let me do it online so I can gather more people instead of finding the time for only one person. So I came up with the idea of 1 hour, where question and answer, practice, discussions, uh, going into some of your unsolved dilemma, I would say, and practice. So many people can join. So
But it's going to be YouTube?
it
Facebook, YouTube.
most
yeah.
probably
This
either
one's public.
Crowdcast or
And-
Facebook and Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know about YouTube at this moment because then most of our crowd are on Facebook. So and I need to look at their question and answer. So to do both of them Facebook and YouTube at the same time, I don't think I can monitor it. So most probably it will be public on Facebook and also on Crowdcast where I can keep monitor, and then I would make sure also that the people serious who's attending. I'll make it regular, don't worry, every week. And this will change, I think. I feel I'm so happy about it. How do you feel about it, guys?
Excellent.
It's an excellent idea, right? I feel like it will bring more depth, expansion to the community, and for new people to know about it. And then we can have actually a public energy practice of 15 minutes after the talk with everyone. That will be
Not
like
before.
not before.
What are you gonna channel?
Well,
No.
I'm not planning to start with channeling. No, I'm planning to have a small topic, question and answer, and generally when answer is strong for someone, and if this person, this is what I witness, when the person receiving is higher self connected and everything, channeling open message comes. So, like, I would have one-to-one session, and I was not planning to channel. Like I'm saying today we're not going to channel. We're going to talk, and the moment the person is awakening and his aspect is growing, the channel will come and greet him and say something about the realization. So I guess it might happen, but I'm not saying that it will be the intention. The intention is the growth, energy practice, and addressing many of the questions that I can answer basically.
By now, you shall see that whatever we put out, that is somehow like a surge or an urge to put things out. We don't really know how it will unfold.
Yes.
So,
We have a
for
theme,
example,
but then it takes shape.
So you've seen in the last 2-3 years when we bring things out in terms of let's talk about this, let's meet and train that, let's open this. There's a ripple effect or a snowball that is happening, and it's building up it's building up the momentum for what is truly being meant for. So this has been a bit boiling. We didn't know how to have the format for this. It just came by this morning. And when we know there is something that is somehow being pushed energetically, there is a big meaning behind, but we are maybe not aware fully about it. So it will unfold as we gather and as it starts and build up momentum. Like the unconditional love. We had to put it out. You guys had to be there. We trained for 2 months and it's like, ready, and see where we are now after 5-6 months. Yeah, 8 months now, and 8 months now. Wow, time flies. It was February, right? The first time. First March.
I have no idea.
Oh, so
Date?
7.
I'm not
Okay.
good in date.
Anyway, half a year, more or less, and it's somehow a confirmation that this inner knowing is, or this desire to do something and this excitement is meant to be followed as well. So not holding back, even though sometimes can be triggering a bit of doubts, but why it's there, why I don't have enough clarity, what am I going to do with that, are people going to respond to it? And by now we realize that that's how it goes, and I think the Sunday talk would be perfect for you guys, but also for anyone who can pop in online, and how, like the way sometimes it happens where we meet something, or we just arrive in a conversation, or we just arrive in a video online, because it's meant to happen, and something will happen for the person as a message, as guidance, as information, as aha moment. So I think it's also time to do that. The work that we do here is very, I would say, we use the word niche because it's very specialized and very specific, and it's not open yet to everyone. It's not a yoga or sound healing meditation. It's not a yoga session. It's a very deep work, and it has to resonate deep in the heart of the person to have this knowing to come and to join. And now it's time because the collective is ready with all the work that's being done. We had a couple of friends who came back from holidays. They arrived in Dubai. They said, "Oh my God, the energy has changed so much. What happened in this lapse of time? The You Conditional Love project." Now that we are taking credit for it, for the shift that happened in Dubai, but it's part of it definitely. Remember the beautiful man that is coming on Wednesday. So every 2 weeks, Christian. He came and he's downloading the latest upload of information that we have received. And it's downloading it from the vortex because the collective is ready. It's because all the work is giving that readiness for the environment, or second bubble reality, which is beyond your family, which is beyond your friends and your co-worker, is the second bubble reality of people that are bathing in the same city, basically, almost, to make it a bit short as a definition. And they are now ready to receive what you have. So I think it's time that we put out more publicly and more regularly what we had as a community, as a family, as this vortex being cooked and prepared for those couple of years. So I think we are ready. We are ready.
Yes,
I am ready.
I can definitely feel a different level of empowerment. At least through me, I can see a huge difference. The first time I literally was able to hold Archangel Chamuel during was last Monday, right?
Last Monday.
It's the 2 days after, of course, I was tired, I want to sleep and everything and eat a lot because it's consume a lot of powerful energy, pranic energy and so on. But I have in my consciousness something changed. Like I have a very empowered, determined will, I would say. It was new to me. I have a little bit, I would say. Of course, I used to have, but this one was completely different. It's like so strong. Where I was telling her, like, I want to do short video. Tomorrow I'm going to do morning. I would see 10 or 11. I will see which is the best. Short, 15-minute, introducing this and talking about the heart resonance in more details, giving some extra tips of I used to give a couple of years ago about the level after level 3. Remember heart resonance? We have 0, 1, and 2, and 3. I'm going to talk about 11, 12, and 13. And then I was telling her I'm going to do that, and I want to do the 1 hour and every week. And she was like, "You sure?" It's like, "Yeah, I want to do more than that. I don't know why." And it's like, just feeling.
Since last week, George is like, "I need to do something. I need to put something, like, I need to create something."
Yes.
And in between, I'm so tired, I'm recovering. So it's like,
right now I'm going to sleep because I need to recover.
after like last Thursday, so after Wednesday, Unconditional Love, he was like lying down. "I cannot sleep. I need to go to the gym. I cannot move. I don't know what to do. I'm eating. I want to eat. I'm hungry."
Yes, this is the feeling. I am so tired, so exhausted, but I cannot sleep.
So he was in the house.
I'm feeling I want to go to the gym. And it's like, how? I want to go to the gym. I am exhausted. It was, this kind is so empowering, but the body is so tired.
Yeah, so
So
till the
it's,
body
it was
trains.
confusing.
Yeah, till the body trains and adjusts to the energy. And thanks God we have been able to witness Azil since he started in Dubai. So it's a year and a half, 2 years, no? Almost 2 years that we know each other. Yeah, 2 years in
Now
March.
2 years with Asil.
A year and a half.
2 years, like maybe December, January.
We met in February, I think, 2 years ago. Yeah.
And this
So-
opportunity, I remind you the same story. I like to say those story. I was going to the astral on the morning. You know the story when I used to call Asil?
I want my own channel in the house.
Exactly. I would go and shout, "We need more help. We need literally a physical channel in the community here. I don't want only people outside. I want someone here in the house. Here in the house." And every week, I would wake up in the morning, I do my heart resonance, and then shout in the astral. And then when he came, basically, and he was taking, "I channel archangels. You guys, you want to do some session?" I was like, Of course, we were waiting for you. What
the
took you
same-
long?
Like,
I was shouting,
the
didn't
same
you hear me?
day, the same day we booked Urban Tribe for the week after. Like literally that happened. He came at 4 p.m. He had a flight in the evening. We discussed. Like it was just an amazing moment. He was like, let's do that. He was flying, coming back to Dubai, so he changed his flight. And
Yeah,
a week
everything-
later, we organized the session, and we were like 90.
A couple of days, everything changed,
Yeah.
structure, people booking, everything. It's like super fast.
We were like, we put it out in Dubai, like, it's happening.
who remember the first video I've done with him in the garden?
It was
I
a
was
night
announcing
he was,
him.
it
He was surprised. I see, I was like, oh, this dude is like, he doesn't know me. He's putting all the way. I was in the camera and I was like, guys, I was sending WhatsApp to everyone. I'm doing video right now, live talk. Just come and attend. Guys, Archangel Channels is here. You take everything from your hand and come right away after 2 days. We are having session. I was like jumping in the camera.
So this is also a good example of what I was saying just before about when something is like when something is asked to be done, we don't know the extent of the evolution. So see now, and I think we are extremely blessed for having followed that, for having calling each other, for having co-creating that together, and for being able to call for more, to experience further, and to elevate together. As Isham we meet, Isham there is Asil session. It's just another level of expansion. There is huge portal happening. So if you tune in his session yesterday, who tuned to Asil session yesterday? How was it?
How was watching
It was amazing.
live stream?
This morning when I woke up,
You still feel it?
Yeah,
Nice.
amazing, very
Nice.
good. Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
You felt it also?
Even if it's
Beautiful.
online,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's almost as if you're in the room with him.
That's beautiful. It's
Beautiful.
perfect.
It knocks me out as usual.
Yeah. Maybe share that with him.
Share
Send
this
him a
because
message.
he doesn't know how much it's
Yeah.
effective on the live
Yeah.
stream. Surprisingly, live stream it's just good. As good as-
At midnight 30 versus usually it's 4 hours.
No, it's 3 hours maximum the session. Now it's 2 hours 45 minutes.
This is
on
similar to
average.
when we've done the unconditional love training online. I remember you were saying like online, I don't know, will it work?
it worked.
It works perfectly.
We saw the results.
So if you watched Azil's session yesterday, and I think like dropping him a little message, email would be very appreciated. I believe so. So, yeah.
All right, and
Yeah, and what else?
you were talking about something.
Yes, that was the question.
Yes.
We are born with the ability to basically link to all our parallel possibilities, right?
Link.
To the space of variations, to the infinite possibilities.
Well, we have in our nature as a human something we call it multi-dimensional nature. Now, that doesn't mean everyone will be able to perceive it and access it fully. And it's a part of our growth, let's say self-realization and awakening yourself of the nature of yourself, that you are part of the universe. You start accessing parallel self,
Yeah.
or let's say some people they might call it past life, future self, or even another aspect of the self and other even dimension and direction. But that's not everyone by birth, I would say, will come with it. But it's a potential, we have it, all of us, through our DNA, through our consciousness that's very unique as a human consciousness.
But in the human template, when we arrive here, the template says that we are in forgottenness because
Yes, the
the
first you enter-
growth, the evolution is to remember.
Yes.
So if we all arrive in remembering where we're
Then there
coming
is no
from,
point
our
from-
origins,
Yeah.
our parallel lives,
Exactly,
past
there is
lives,
no point.
future life,
Yeah.
then there would be that would be not Earth.
Yeah.
It happens somewhere else, but not in this density.
What I understood is that children in general don't have the forgetfulness, but as they grow, we keep teaching them to focus, and then they tend to
I would say
forget.
So, you
Yes.
want to answer me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want? You want?
Yeah, I'll do the short part.
Okay.
Yeah. So when the baby is born, he's in a ayahuasca brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why he's only sleeping. He doesn't really know what's happening around. He needs security, safety, love, presence, because it's a whole new world for the spirit who is incarnated. But the template of the baby body is dormant. So it's like adjusting to a new environment. So the brain waves are like he's in theta stage almost all the time. He's like ayahuasca trip. So it means that he has access, but he cannot do anything because his body is not present. It's not functional.
fully yet.
Yeah? And then as the body becomes functional, he starts developing his awareness and then his individuality. Like he's not mom anymore. I can move on my own, and I have a body, and I am separated from what I thought I was linked to. And so he starts having his independence. Yeah. And at that stage, he starts having his personality that will be influenced by the environment, by the family, by the society that is not visible to him, but by his peers. So there is no much here where he can remember his origin and past life because there is no space for it. But if the parents are supportive and encouraging and allowing it, then I think it's more than short.
Yes, I noticed.
Allowing it, because I've been inspired, allowing it, then he will have the window and the place for him to remember.
More.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Druze, most of the kids, they remember their past
Druze.
life because it's normal.
Yes.
Like it's
And
part
their
of
society.
It becomes normal as well.
Society,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
The religion called Druze, they have it normally in their belief system in the daily life that past life, remembering you are infinite, you are a soul, this is normal to them. So you will find children born, even after they grow up a bit where this forgottenness take place, they still remember some of the houses that they've been born in, and they can identify family member and even items in the house, even never visited that house. So it become easier. Now one part of that, even if the family or society did not influence the child of forgottenness, the program called ego that make the individual, if the person or the child did not put any effort to keep his connection intact, the program, it's designed for you to forget and go into individuality and having persona for the purpose of survival and taking character in the life. So you as a person or a child growing with the help of the family, it might help the child if he meditate or he be encouraged, not be afraid of remembering or questioning life and these kind of things, then the program will not be so permanent, blocking and closing the child. Then the child will still have the veil of forgottenness, part of the ego, part of the individuality, but will be much thinner. And he's much thinner, not only thinner, and also he will notice that when he dream and he meditate, he can purge through it way easily and retrieve information, and it will be much easier for him to maneuver in life fully individual persona and yet very, very connected spiritually. Good? Thank you for this question. Beautiful question.
Very good. Thank you.
So I'm looking for this kind of question on the 1 hour talk. Please bring this kind of questions.
That's very nice. Yeah, and going beyond that, you can connect to the baby spirit, and so I'm hoping to teach that soon, one day next year. Actually, I channel all the courses, but I need to bring the content and to have the go to do that. And the content, also, it's better when it's experience, right? Because he will teach it. So it's the baby spirits are available in your auric field, or in the astral plane, where you can connect to them and you can receive a lot of information prior the incarnation of the baby, of the spirit baby. So there's a lot of things that you can. So you know what he will need, or the baby will need, what he's coming to learn, what he will need from you, things like this.
This is close to the pregnancy because before
No?
that the spirit
When it's decided, that when there is an awareness and a preparation and a readiness. But even before the readiness and the preparation, you still can be in awareness of the baby spirits that are available to you if you decide to.
The potential.
The potential
even
souls.
10 years ahead of time, maybe the soul
Yes.
somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why there is like
On
always
the astral
readjustments. Yeah.
They have way more loose time comparing
Yeah,
to
they don't
here.
have time.
Yeah.
Especially depend also on the soul that is connected. You remember I mentioned that there is many layers of astral. So the more evolved the soul, the more less time can affect the soul basically. And in that sense, it runs as a potential. So not necessarily that is the soul, the solo soul that will come as a in the pregnancy, but will be like the highest potential soul will come to the family.
Yeah.
They will start doing the agreement way ahead, and discussion will start happening between you and the husband and
The mother.
the family. I would say the community, the direction of the theme of the oversoul family. Remember
Yeah.
when we mentioned about oversoul?
No, no, the higher self, not
Yes, yes, but that's what I said. The more the soul evolve, like a bit high in evolution, he's been practicing or he's been in awareness more than other, I would say, then he's more closer to receive those information from the higher self and know the, let's say, the scenario ahead of time. Let's put it in this way, it's become easier. I give the analogy of movie and studio, let's say Marvel studio. The more the actor is a bit high actor, senior actor, he will get the text, the scenario before the comparse. Did you see it? Because he will be involved in the decision actually with the movie. Comparing to the comparse, they don't have saying because they have not yet reached to a state where they can affect the movie. Did you see it? And actually, before the movie is even produced, those actors will be start talking and agreeing couple of years ahead with the studio, and then always there is a potential. They might last minute say, no, I don't want to continue, write the contract of that movie and then go to another movie. That's the best analogy because we as a human, most of the time, like almost most of the time, we create technology or things based on us. Internet, camera,
Computer.
movie, I'm talking about studio, Marvel Studio, for example. All these is based on consciousness, basically. We're just mimicking ourselves and making it in something that we can produce. So we're not coming with something new, basically.
Yeah, and just going also like to complete your question because it's going to be more relevant for you, is developing connection with your child and telepathy to understand why the child is behaving this way. Yeah, so you can connect to the soul, to the higher self, to the energy of the child, so to understand why is it that my child is behaving this way and what does he need that he's not able to communicate to me.
But it's too late.
Huh?
Because it's too late because when I was born I was autistic. My mother didn't know this information. She would have called, hello, you got an autistic child. 5 years is gonna be.
We require to forgive our parents for not knowing what they were doing
So at
and
that
for
time-
doing their best according to them.
Yeah, and you have to see the whole
Yeah.
collective at that time. I would
Yeah.
also talk about my family, the same thing. They've done many things that they could done better, definitely. But the collective at that time, they have that awareness. Now we have this awareness, which is way better. If the whole internet teaching us all those ideas. Let's see the next generation. They will have even more awareness. So that's a part of the evolution of the collective consciousness, I would
And
say.
autism is basically a high frequency spirit that is entering a body that doesn't have space to really
Say
express
no.
itself in the body. So there is like a short circuits in the nervous system because it's high frequency and the body cannot handle it. So it becomes a different level of autism. And the sound is one of the aspects to reprogram or to help autism to restructure and rebalance in the auditive system. Because there is like an unbalance of sound and pitch in the brain that is creating this
We can talk about this for
this
hours. Very
resonance
beautiful topic,
of
actually.
frequency that's why you are humming and kicking the body when the child
Yeah.
is doing that.
It's not
It's
all.
because it
I would
needs
say
to
also the autism
Outburst the energy.
is
Yeah.
a very big spectrum of many.
It's huge, yeah.
I would say some of them that well-known cases that this is the case. I give you this analogy. It's very nice analogy, so you can see it. So let's say an actor who's been in, let's say, in radio, right? So on the radio, he get used to just perfect his voice, not his appearance, let's say. And out of sudden, another Marvel studio called him like, we would like to have you as an actor in our movie. the first time he will come, he will be shocked to many things that's new to him. Yet he's an actor, you see? And then he will find himself struggling with many aspects where the rest of the actors, they are fine with it. Say, what's wrong? It's, we are always in front of the camera. Say, this is completely, it's difficult for me. I know that I can put the mic in front of my mouth, I can do that perfectly, but when you put me in the camera, it's new. Till he get used to it, we call that case is a special case actor in display, which is could be one of the sign of autism, that the soul not used to the structure of the density that is on earth. The soul get used to another lighter or different version of frequency that the soul have able to master it better than mastering the density of the earth. And it takes time, and then the more we understand them, the more we know their gift, because they are coming with a gift. He's a perfect in the radio station, for example, and he can teach the people about perfecting their sound where the actors are perfecting their body. You see, this always comes with a gift. Good analogy?
Yes, searching for the gift.
So what did you say, Osama?
No, I'm still searching for that gift. Finally, so.
It's right where you are. You are inside it.
Sure, there was really, really nice video. I cannot remember the name. Like they were able to like a little bit severe autistic child.
Yeah.
They were able to take the put like the thoughts into the computer, and she started to say exactly what you're
Yes.
saying. Like she was describing like the noise that she hears stuff.
Everything
more
is
than normal.
amplified.
Multiplied.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything,
multiplied,
because
yeah.
there is no filter.
Things, so that's why it's too much.
Correct.
So it was amazing actually to watch and listen from her own words how she's saying it.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Yeah. Basically, to give a number, and then we can move on. But it's like, for example, our body will vibrate at 100 hertz, and autistic body will vibrate at 400 hertz. So the physical body still remains the same in terms of templates. So that's why it's like very overwhelming in every way for them. Yeah. Thank you
Just a
for-
quick thing.
yes.
Sorry, yesterday I was watching your YouTube, and sometimes the audio is a little bit low. Your audio is better than his. That's
On YouTube.
Yes.
Which one of them?
The 2nd of September.
What did we do 2nd of September? It was a session like this?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Was it because the cable was not plugged in?
Ah, that is. Now it should be very good because I have the proper one. So the first time I bought the mic, this huge mic, you can see, I plugged
But thank
half
you for
of the
sharing
cable,
that, yeah.
and the cable didn't work, and I thought that it's perfect, and it's actually it's not working. So today I put the proper cable.
Congratulations on your
Yes.
new gadget. They are amazing.
Yes, gadgets.
Yes. He's so happy with them. I can
Yes.
see him.
Yeah, you know him very well. IT!
All right, so today we do a bit of heart resonance, and we'll extend it a bit further. Most probably no third eye. Well, I thought that I wanted to do a third eye, but
Yeah,
most probably no.
it feels like today it's stabilizing.
And then hands-on energy adjustment.
Sounds perfect.
We are 17 again, I think it's Shamil number.
Well, I
19
don't know.
with us.
I'm not
So it's like-
also just to be. I don't know if everyone. I have no idea. But I sense it in the middle of the session that he asked me. We need to do energy, hands-on energy adjustment. So for on the back, so for you to know, whoever doesn't like to be touched, you can say right now. It's the touch will be either third eye, or heart, or crown. That's it. Or maybe not touch also, but I don't know. Sometimes they will go there. It's like no, it needs more. So I can still do it a bit afar, but sometimes they will say no, this is need a bit more a push. Then I have to touch it. So that's it. If you don't, you just say now, or otherwise, you are welcome. And mainly we'll go into more heart resonance, and Mathilde will blaze us, enchant us with amazing sound healing, and
Of course.
maybe if she sang
Or
also
not.
to us, we'll be delighted. No pressure.
No pressure. Like, we don't know. We don't know.
All right. Love you
And we let
guys,
Shamil sing.
and see you soon. in
Okay,
other
bye
videos.
guys. Thank you.